Everyone. So I'm gonna commence completing, or rather beginning of this series that I was gonna start yesterday, but there were so many glitches I couldn't quite start. So I'm gonna start with showing you guys if I can share it properly. It's not showing me, but I want to share. It might be sharing. Let's see. Okay, so this is what I want to share. So what I'm doing is a human design connectivity series. So there's many ways that we can analyze connection through human design charts. And I will be showing some composite charts so you can fully understand. But I'm sharing this image first because we can see focused in. This is an example chart, so we can see that this over here is a chart example of someone who has the sun, their sun and earth on the personality side. That's over here where my cursor is. They have it in gates 51 and 57, but more precisely, they have the sun and earth in line 5. Then if we go over to the left-hand side column, the red column over here, we have the sun and earth glyph in gate 61 and gate 62, but more significantly, for what we're looking at right now, they have that in gate 1. So what you're going to do is look to see what your profile is on your human design chart. And you could pause the video here. You may even look to see what your nodes, what gates your nodes are in. So for example, this person has their, not gate, but lines. So the lines here for this person is 1, 6. Now we're mainly looking at the Sun Earth profile, but the nodal lines are important as well, in case there's no bridge between the Sun and Earth on either side with another person's chart. And what I mean by bridge is I mean a resonance or a harmonic. And I'm going to show you what I mean by that in just a second. So hopefully this is clear to you. This example, we have a person who has a 5-1 profile that's left angle, and they're going to have resonance with someone whose chart has both 5 or 1. Not both 5, but 5 or 1. So resonance is the same number in another person's profile. And harmonic, I'll show you what that means right now. I'm going to share the write-up I did, and you'll be able to see through the write-up example. So in the write-up, again, this is a series I'm starting. Connectivity with others through human design, part 1, profiles. So there are many themes for connectivity in human design. They are nuanced by 2 particular vectors. So this is what Ross spoke about in his love book. And so some of these notes are from that specific book. I'm also taking some notes from another book. If I remember, I'll say I'm not remembering right now. So this is something familiar to everyone. This is not technical. This is something obvious. When our genetics are attracted, when we have that kind of chemical attraction to another person, where it's like too much. It's like we're being filled with narcotics through our chemical factory, our hormonal factory inside of us. That usually is opposites attract. It's such a difference that's presented to us that the genes want to reproduce with difference. That's the nature of genetic connection, genetic attraction. When the genes are overridden by spirit, the mature expression, then we have like attracts like. This expresses itself in people having similar connections. Usually, any type of connection is found through a bridge, and I'll come back to that. That has to do with the profiles that we went over the lines. Now, examples of life like attracts like is similar types, maybe the same type. So like a generator with a generator, or a projector and a projector. Profiles, similar gates, or shared gates rather, and shared channels. That means you have the same channel working together. Usually that's a good place to go home and touch base as like a solid friendship connection. Similar authorities is really powerful when both people are like, for example, sacral response generators, or both are spontaneous intuitive projectors. Similar authorities, or two reflectors. It's what it is. It's you're making decisions in a very similar way, or you're moving in life in a very similar way, and you understand each other. It's like home. When you have similarity with another, it's a home that you both can settle in. Another factor is both people can be right angle, or both are left angles. All the right angles have a profile that starts with 1, 2, 3, or 4. Profiles that start with 5 or 6 are going to be left angle. So 5-1 would be left angle, 6-2 would be left angle, 6-3 would be left angle, and a 5-2. Those are all the left angles. Everyone else would be right angles, and starting at 1, 2, 3, or 4 in their profile. Opposite attractions, as I said, is very genetic. So it's based on the need to reproduce. This is the genes taking over. This is the chemical factory being induced. This is opposite attracts frequencies. So they could have two different authorities. They could be different types. One could be a manifestor, one could be a projector, one could be a manifesting generator, one could be a generator. This is different types, different gates, different channels, different centers. Forgot to add on the like example of centers is really powerful, really important. It's the main hub or home. Now with opposite attracts, it could be left angle and right angle together as well. And these are the two trajectories of attraction, the two kind of directional vectors. Usually a more mature expression is like attracts like, but there's exceptions. Of course, we all have a mix of like attracts like and opposite attracts opposite, really. It's not just like a standard clean, two people have exactly the same chart. Although I've seen that before. I've seen charts of people who are both projectors, both have the same profile, and both share a particular channel. That's rare with projectors. That would be more common with a pure manifesting generator who would share the 2034 with many people. And thus it's more common for MGs to connect with people that have the same authority or the same channel as them. And here are the profile harmonics. So going back to what I initially said, either profiles with the same number or with harmonics. So the 1 will always be a harmony to the 4, the 2 will always be a harmony to the 5, and a 3 will always be a harmony to the 6. Now, the confusion here is that there are profiles called 1-4, 2-5, and 3-6, but that's not what I'm talking about here. Here I'm just talking about the I Ching lines 1 through 6 and how they harmonize with each other. The resonance is, as I said, just going to be the same number connecting with the same other number. So 1 and 1, 2 and 2, 3 and 3, 4 and 4, 5 and 5, and 6 and 6. Now here are the examples of all the profiles, the mundane and the changing profiles. So we have 1-3, which is the beginning of the profiles. And the 1-3 gets information before any other type. It's the foundation. And the 1-4, which is next, is the changing profile. The 1 harmonizes with the 4. So what that means is that the changing profiles, they harmonize with themselves. It's like a conscious unconscious dynamic. The first line is symbolic of the conscious personality side, and the second number is the design unconscious or higher self. Some have been discussing how the personality side is more of a front, more of a surface means of interactiveness with the world, whereas the design side is the real core self, the real the design crystal, which is I won't go into the esoterics, but not right now, maybe another time. So we have these are all the profiles. So if you see your profiles of 1, 4, 2, 5, 3, 6, 4, 1, 5, 2, or 6, 3, you have a changing profile. You resonate with yourself. The other profiles have a profile which they harmonize to. And this is something automatic. Like once you start to observe your experiences in meeting people and connecting with others, you'll see that the harmonizations when you're a mundane profile is you feel it right away. It's very powerful. It doesn't mean it's a match though. There are other intricacies that have to do with the gates and the lines. But for now, there it is a powerful feeling of aliveness when you connect with another of that's a harmonic. So the first examples are resonance. So these are just a couple examples. The 1, 3 connecting with another 1, 3, the 3, 5 connecting with another 3, 5, 4, 6 with another 4, 6, 5, 1 with another 5, 1, so on and so forth. 2, 4 with another 2, 4, and 6, 2 with it. And those are all the mundane profiles. These are resonance matches here for the changing profiles. So it'll be a 1, 4 with another 1, 4 or 4, 1. This is rarer because the changing profiles are less common. So they're more rare. So I don't know what the percentages are for a 1, 4 to meet another 1, 4, but I don't think I've known more than 1, 4. I have at different times, but not enough to really introduce them or something. Kind of fun. 4, 1 and another 4, 1, 5, 2 and another 5, 2, 6, 3 and another 6, 3. This would be very interesting. Not to say it's like a match or something, but just an interesting connection. Could be a match. Now, when I talk about resonance or harmonic, I'm talking about a bridge, and this is a bridge between the two. This is like a match, a bridge, a connection between two people. Whatever connection, friendship, relationship, whatever. Now, I already showed the harmonic number matches. I wanted to show them again. So it's 1 harmonizes to the 4, 2 to the 5, and 3 to the 6. Now, harmony profile matches for regular profiles. This is what I was saying that it feels more alive than resonance. This is the 1, 3 with a 4, 6, 2, 4 with a 5, 1, and a 3, 5 with a 6, 2. So if you're any of these profiles, observe your connection with people who have this harmonic profile and correspondence to you. Now, future parts, since I'm already kind of at the end, I'm going to go through some examples though, some charts. So maybe I won't touch on this because I think I already did. I already noted that opposites attract is like it's more so the genes ruling, like attracts like is more so something where the genes are overridden by the higher self. Future parts will go over different aspects of composite connection and connectivity in human design graphs, centers, types, profile, authority, channels, gates. Today we're doing profile. That's just some other points. Ross says that without a bridge, it's a dilemma, a glamour, a chimera, different types of delusion rather. Solve dilemmas where we meet in our centers, so I went over that. Which profiles contain bridges? Here's some examples. Okay, I'm gonna go. That's not relevant. Okay. So now I'm gonna share I'm gonna share an example composite chart so you guys can see example of what I'm going over, and I'll go over it again. So this is no, that's not what I want. Why it's showing this. So this should be an example of no bridge, and it's not. If this one is it. No, it's not an example either. Yeah, this is an example. Make sure you guys can see it. Okay. So this is an example of a chart where you see the sun and earth profiles on either side, that there's no bridge. Now we can look to the nodes to see if there's a bridge. But initially we look and we see the 1, 3. On here we have on the right hand side, we have a 1, 3 generator. It's probably a manifesting generator. No, it's generator. And on the left hand side here, we have a splenic projector. So the splenic projector is a 2, 5, and the generator is a 1, 3. Now, first we look at the 1. Does the 1 resonate to the 2 or the 5? No, there's no 1 there. Does the 1 harmonize to a 4? No, there's no 4 there. So we go to the 3, the other side of the, right over here of the generator's chart. So it's a 1, 3. So we have a 3. Does the 3 resonate to the 2 or the 5? No, those are not 3s. Does it harmonize? Is there a 6 over here? 3 harmonizes to 6. No, it's a 2, 5. No harmony. So then we look to the nodes. And in this circumstance, we see that the nodes for the generator are 3, 5, and the nodes for the projector are 6, 2. Does the 3 resonate or harmonize with the 6? Yes, it harmonizes. 3 hits 6. So looks like there's a nodal connection. The two charts have a node to the nodes to each other. It would be more powerful if the node connection was to the sun and earth on one side. And it's not. So this would be interesting to observe. Would I still call that a bridge? Possibly. That's not something I've observed enough to really answer. Now I'm going to go through another example. Second, I need to open. It's just so I can cancel. Okay. Second, I'm going to share another chart. That one. Okay, so this one I'm going to show is going to be an example of profile resonance. And resonance is when you share the same numbers or one of the same numbers with another person. In this particular example, we have a 1-3 splenic projector and a 1-3 pure manifesting generator. Thus, the resonance is the 1 Earth and Sun to the 1 Earth and Sun on the other chart. And then we have the design 3s for the Sun and Earth on projector chart and on the pure manifesting generator chart. And so we have a 1-3 and a 1-3. The nodes are 1-2 over here, and then they're 5-1 over here. So another connection with the ones. So there's a lot of resonance here between these two charts. Mainly, we have a 1-3 and a 1-3, very similar way of living life, looking for to create secure foundations in order to investigate and investigate until a foundation is secure, until they've mastered that particular foundation, whatever it is. And that is the 1-3 profile. And so there'll be a similarity in the way they live their lives, what they're looking to do with their knowledge, with their understanding, with their talents, what they're bringing to others. Let's see, maybe do one more example. Let's have one more example. Yeah, I have a harmonic profile match. And here it is. Here's an example. So this chart here, we have on the right-hand side a 5-1 pure generator, and on the left-hand side, we have a 2-4 emotional manifesting generator. So a 5-1, we're comparing with a 2-4, and does the 5 resonate to any number there? No. Does the 1 resonate to any number on the other side? No. Does the 5 harmonize to the 2? Yes. And that's over here. That's the 5th line, Sun Earth. The generator over to the 2 for the 2 of the MG. So the 5 harmonizes to the 2. Does the 1 resonate to the 4? No, it's not the same number. Does the 1 harmonize to the 4? Yes, it does. So we have a harmony between the 5-1 profile and the 2-4 profile. You who are 2-4s or 5-1s, observe this. Observe the people in your life. Are they 5-1s? Are they 2-4s? Something to observe. That's a bridge. Now you'll notice right here, the connection theme here at the bottom is ain't one have some fun. That has to do with the amount of centers that are being filled by the two charts combined into a composite. And this leaves one open. I'll be going through that next time. The connection theme of the centers is very powerful, and it tends to rule where the two people, where they're inspired or influenced. It's the window to the outer world. It's where they're open, where they get conditioned from the outside together in connection. And so in this particular case, you have 8 and 1, have some fun, Ra's nursery rhyme. There's much more phrases to the different numerical connections, whether it's 9 and 0, nowhere to go, 8 and 1, have some fun, 7 and 2, work to do, 6 and 3, better not to be. I don't take these so literal. There's a lot of, as usual, there's a lot of ciphers within ciphers with human design, so that can be broken down to greater understandings. So I'm going to stop share there. And so this, feel free to pause or watch again. This is a little technical for my Discord peeps. I'm going to go ahead and do the examples that you guys gave me when I do this as a presentation on Discord. For this, I just wanted to, before I forgot, I wanted to redo what didn't work out Sunday. And then for you guys, we'll find another Sunday to go through it with examples and hopefully even more examples. So that'd be more fun. All right, thanks so much, everyone. Please do subscribe and like, and I would appreciate, and take care.